So this topic's on page styles in WinEst. In the reporting standard reports video, I mentioned that there's there's two things required to build a standard report in WinEst. One is the filter. So this is basically the data content that you're going to be putting into a report, along with a little bit of formatting because you do control column size here, decimal points, whether you have a currency symbol or not. So what you see on the screen here is what you're going to get when you send this out to a report by clicking preview. And so if you notice, you'll see down the lower right, I have a custom style called simple style without markups. If I click on style, there's some built-in ones. There's a default style, a simple style with grid lines and a logo. So I'm going to stick with the simple style here. This is a page style. And what I mean by a page style is that this is the layout for that report. This has the headings on here, how wide it is, what the margins are, whether I want background bands to be showing, whether I want to include markups on here or not. And this is all managed through the page style. So if I click on styles and I get to the page style here, here's some of the options that are available. So the layout, you can see the options, whether I want to include certain things or not. Also print, so the totals page, very common to include that in a page style. Appearance has some choices in here, there's not a lot. But you can control some of the things like the borders and separators, column headers. Probably most important for most customers is the information they put in the headers and footers, because you can pull this all in by using field tags. So you don't hard code this for every report. You use a field tag and it pulls that information in from the current estimate. There are font controls in here. I think some people will control them there, but many people use the screen fonts setting here under options. And it's very convenient here as the page styles, you can do a save as new. So you can make a copy of it very quickly. So if you were creating a management report, you could do something like this, click save as new in management. And in a management report, you may or may not want to have certain things going on. You may want to eliminate the item notes because that might be just something that you, the estimator, have done for yourself. You may not need the cover sheet, or you may want it. But at any rate, what you've done is you've made several changes here to the layout, to the options. Usually the headers and footers, there's some changes involved. Again, back in here, I can click on insert field tags and use these tags to bring information in from the estimate. And this is all saved as a page style, and page styles are saved in the WinEst configuration file, .cfg file. And then the last thing I want to show you here is that it's nice to use the page style, but you can also set a filter view to always use that certain page style by clicking in here and saying, you know what, when I use the division details filter, I want it to always use the management style. So I could come into here and set that. And then when I click on preview or click file print, it automatically has my management style going on right down here. And that's it about page styles in a nutshell.